guys, this is Lorie at TMI Gifts. Join me today. We are going to be talking about getting back to the basics. And for you new wreath makers, if you are joining us, please hit the subscribe button, comment from where you're from, and y'all join me today as we talk about new beginner wreath makers, some of the tools that I use and that you need for a new beginner wreath maker. So let's dive in. Let's get started. Okay, so if you are new and you are wreath making, some of the things that I suggest that you need to get, some of the basic things that you need to get. Now, if you are a wreath maker, you can just go crazy and get way out there, and there's all kinds of things. But if you are just basic wreath making and you're at home and you're just doing some little crafting at home, and then if you want to expand into a business and you want to sell wreaths, then you can actually add to your collection. But the basic things that you need for wreath making is going to be a glue pot. I have a SureBonder glue pot right here. You always want to get some glue pellets or glue sticks for your glue pot. Also, you want a corded glue gun. That's your basics. As you expand and you're going into homes and different places to do things, you might want to get you a cordless glue gun because it works really good if you're doing something that you're patching up or you're getting out there and you're going to an event and you need to patch up something or glue something, then you want that battery operated glue gun. That's another one. But the basics that you want is a glue pot and a glue gun too. Okay, other basics. You're going to need good scissors. Here's scissors that you can purchase at TMI Gifts, wreaths.She. We have two scissors here. One's a household scissor and one's a multi-purpose scissors. Okay, I love how the household scissor holds in your hand because you have the bigger part here and then a smaller here. And so when sometimes us ladies like that hold that this type of scissor has. This multi-purpose scissor, it's a kitchen scissor, but it cuts really well. So we know how sometimes you get that really large wire in those fused ribbons. So if I was suggesting to you, get you 2 pair of scissors or find out what that good scissor that you can hold. And if you're doing a lot of crafting, you're going to go through scissors really quick like. So a good pair of scissors is what you want. And you're going to wear those down really fast if you're cutting lots of ribbon and a lot of mesh. Okay. Now, another thing, if you're going to cut mesh, a rotary tool, this roller right here, you can purchase one of these. You can change out the blades, but if you have a mat, which you always want to have a mat as far as your gluing and your things that you're doing, whatever table that you're on, when you have a large mat, I don't have the mat here, but you want to get you a mat to work off of, and then you can get this rotary tool and cut your mesh. Now, if you're a new beginner, you may want to measure everything out specific to precise measurement, but if you've been making a while, you don't really have to use that mat. You can roll that mesh up and cut it off, and you're going to know where you're at. And sometimes people have just done that by rule of thumb and just rolled that mesh off and cut it. So hence, good scissors are what you need, okay? Now, I have another pair of scissors here, and they're an electrical scissor. Okay, I never use my scissors to cut my zip ties. They're for my ribbon and for my mesh, okay? So I always use these electrical scissors to cut my zip ties off, or you always want a good pair of cutters. If you want to use your scissors to cut zip ties, do it, but you're going to ruin your scissors really quick like. So get you a good pair of cutters, okay? These cutters right here are just a diagonal cutting pair of pliers. They've got a real good cut on them. They're not compounded, but these are really good pliers to cut with. They're really, really sharp. We also have this little pack that is actually a little pair of pliers, a little pair of cutters, and they also have cutters on these pliers that are in here, and it's a little bit smaller. So sometimes people like that little bit of smaller on there to cut with, and that's okay too if you're using a Chanel stamp, okay? So important things: glue pot, glue gun, good scissors, good cutters, basic things. 2 other things that you need: zip ties, and chenille stems. Okay, get you some good zip ties. Okay, eventually you may want them in all different sizes. We offer those at tmigifts.com. You can purchase zip ties. I use these when I'm tying a bow. Sometimes I like them to attach different things that we're going to attach to wreaths. So zip ties are great. Chenille stems are also very workable. If you put a zip tie on the back of something, sometimes that zip tie pulls a different way, so a chenille stem works a little bit better. So a chenille stem is a basic, good wreath making tool that you need. So zip ties and chenille stems are two good things. So these are the basics that I say that I always need in the wreath making world. These are some basics you're going to need in the wreath making world. If you like what we've done today, you guys comment where you're from, subscribe, hit that like button. Check out TMI Gifts for all of your wreath making supplies. And thanks for joining me today.